Hey, I am Frizeller, and this is Torchlight 2. You may notice that there's no audio. Yeah, I didn't check the audio settings before starting this video. In fact, I didn't check any settings. I just hit record because that's what I always do, and it's always worked. And for some reason this time, Bandicam decided to reset most of the settings back to default. Like you may notice, there's also no cursor again. Like, it's back to the default setting. It's pretty great. So I get to do an hour of post commentary over the next two videos. Hopefully it's not too treacherous to watch, but I'll try to do my best to make it not boring. So I think right now in the video I'm just looking at that new spell that I got, because Ganon Tech on last video said that I picked up a new spell, and thank you Ganon Tech for that. But I believe what I decided to do was to just sell it when I get back to town, because all it did was make you faster, and I didn't really think that that was worth taking up a spell slot just to get a little bit faster. So sorry about the pause there. I'm writing down. So what this music is I'm just listening to overclocked remix radio. So, like, you know, I have no control over what music actually plays. So, but I mean, overclocked remix, like, you can't get much better than that. So, you know, but I'm writing down the titles of all the songs as I go so that I can put them all in the description in case anybody wants to know what they are. Let's upset a Troid. Can't imagine what Troid is short for. Definitely not Metroid, that's for sure. Angel City, Outlaw, and Timaeus 222. Alright. So, you know, in Torchlight we're just wreaking havoc on everyone. I think I make a pretty hilarious joke about how these guys seem like great people to know in real life. And I think I was talking about how I wish I knew them in real life. I don't know, I don't have proof of what I was saying, because I can't hear it. It's just amazing. But I learned my lesson from now on. Always check, make sure your settings are as they should be before you record every single time. It's like, they've been fine every other recording, just this one was not fine. But I guess we gotta deal with the cards that we were dealt. And speaking of cards that were being dealt, my power was out for 3 days. Which is, oh hey look, our cat was moonwalking there a little bit. Which is why there was a bit of a lack of videos there for like a 4 or 5 day period. I don't know. By the time I upload this video, it probably will have been that long. But, you know, we had a big ol' ice storm with, like, not only was there literally an inch of ice on everything, but there was also, you know, 50-mile-an-hour winds, and it was 20 degrees out, so it was very, very good happening. Actually, I think it was more like 25 degrees. Sorry, my bad. So, yeah, now we get to go back and complete this quest and get some goodies and reap the benefits of what we've done. And of course, I have my trusty coffee right here that I can just sip at. What would life be without coffee? I can't answer that because I don't even want to think about it. But, so, you know, at the time of recording this commentary, tomorrow is New Year's Eve. I would imagine I'm probably going to upload this either on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, depending on when it happens. And I'll finish that thought in a second. Black Onslaught by Fight X Day. I'm laughing at myself because I don't think anybody could have possibly... Actually, maybe that is right. Fate X Day. Oh, Fate. Okay. That makes more sense. But, this is actually pretty grooving. I might have to turn this up in my headset a little bit. But getting back to that thought, tomorrow on New Year's Eve, I get to do the thing that I'm sure anybody would want to do on New Year's Eve, which is go and take the driving test. And then after that, I get my license. I get to drive around on my own like a civilized individual, and that'll be just some kind of experience that's probably akin to good. This song, Creepy Laugh. I like this song a lot though. Wonder if I have it. Let's see. Go to the bees. Black Onslaught. Hey, what do you know? I do have it. Because I just, whenever I hear a song that I really like, I just gotta go and download it. Because, like, my music folder is filled up with, like, hundreds of songs that I've just liked and downloaded. And, a lot of them I listen to while I'm working out. Because working out is... It just... I'll be honest, working out sucks if you don't have any music to listen to. It really does. Like, I mean, I'm not saying it's a super huge joy to do with music, but music makes it, like, tenfold more bearable. And I mean, I do enjoy it at times because you really feel good. You really feel like you're doing your body some good. And, you know, it's not so much that I enjoy the act of doing it. It's just I enjoy the thought of the results that I'm gonna ideally get from it. So, yeah, yeah. Okay, so what to level up? I can't even imagine. Actually, I think I level up. I think I just put it in a bulwark this time. See if I can predict the future. Oh, I sure did. And then next time I put it into, I think, Flame Hammer. Could be wrong though, because I think at some point in the video I state that I would rather, like, I think that it would be a good idea to, like, rank Flame Hammer up all the way and like to basically get some of the, like, important skills, or at least skills that I deem to be important, that seem important to me, up to, like, very high levels or maybe even max levels before starting on a new ones. So, like, I feel like it may be a better idea to get Flame Hammer up all the way and, like, Bulwark up all the way before I go on to, like, the dash attack or whatever it is or something like that. And I don't, you know, I may be wrong. That may be a bad strategy, but, and I mean, I'm sure if it's a bad enough strategy, somebody like Ganontek is going to be a super helpful individual and tell me that it's a horrible idea because you guys are just so nice and you'll do that stuff for me. Well, I don't, gosh. I should probably be more careful what I'm saying because that kind of sounded like a little bit of a cocky thing to say, which is like the last thing I want to sound like, but you know what I mean. It's like, never mind. Just never mind. I gotta overcomplicate everything in my mind. Like every time I say something, I go back and think like, huh, what if what I just said is gonna be taken the wrong way? I hope you guys, and like I hope Ganon doesn't take that the wrong way. It's funny how I ramble about the dumbest of things, but anyways, we're just wrecking house like always. Nothing else is new. We still have coffee right here. I just dropped a drop on my white shirt. I always do that when I wear white clothing. I always unconditionally get something on it. Oh, next song. Next song. This is Running from Evil Horde by Evil Horde. Okay. Another guitar-y song. Guitar. This sounds like guitar. Yeah. Never mind. I was about to enter the stupid joke territory, but I stopped myself. So, all right. But yeah. Oh, see. Overclocked Remix is a really great video game remixing thing that you all should check out if you haven't, because like if you need good music, they have good music. By the way, they're not endorsing this video or anything. I just like want to tell you, like, honestly, it's pretty good. They're pretty good people doing pretty good things, and it's a pretty good situation in general. And I'll have links to all the songs in the website and everything in the description if you want. Anyways, this is Torchlight 2, where we manage our inventory in rather boring ways because we don't know what the heck is going on. By we, I mean me, because I'm sure most of you guys probably know everything about this. But, oh yeah, that one, like, purpley chip thing is pretty useless because it doesn't really apply to us much. So I believe I resolved to sell it later, but yes. Looking at my inventory, that nothing could possibly be more interesting. Oh yeah, I'm deciding what to put in there. Well, yeah, that took me a long time to do. I make fun of myself. Indeed. I'm sure I was saying something very insightful while I was doing that, though. So don't you worry. So, got any New Year's resolutions? I sure don't. I want to work out more, but that's not really a New Year's resolution. That's just something I want to do, and I've been wanting to do for a while. Don't worry, I'm not Mr. Generic Cliche Resolution Guy. But I mean, you know, that's a good resolution to have if you keep it. Like, you just gotta make sure that you stick to it, and then you will be quite glad that you stuck to it. You know, a month or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the road, you'll be very, very happy that you stuck with that. And but so when I get my license tomorrow, I'm gonna, you know, go hit up the gym and be like, hey, yo, I need to use your stuff for the next several winter months. And they'll be like, hey, yo, yeah, just take all our equipment and never bring them back. And I'll be like, yes, that's what I wanted. And I'll be like, alright. And I'll be like, alright. And then I'll take the equipment and I'll leave and I'll get super buff and I'll come back and I'll beat them all up and then I'll own the gym. And if you want to go to the gym, you'll be paying me. That's right. That is right. As in, that's not wrong. And, so, God, it's hard to think of stuff. It's almost harder to think of stuff to talk about when I'm doing post commentary than when I'm doing live commentary. I don't know. But, more inventory management. I didn't realize how much of that I did until I'm watching it over now. I mean, I don't think it's too bad, is it? I don't know. I hope not. Hope it's not too bad. I guess I can edit it out. Like, I mean, that would be a lot of work, but I guess I could if it's too bad. But now we got Army Grill. Sorry, internet memes. Great. By Malcos and Red-Tailed Fox. Hey, Red-Tailed Fox made a really good Sonic 3 credits remix that I think I actually have that downloaded because it's pretty good. Actually, was that in... Hang on a minute. What the heck? I thought I had Project Chaos on my computer. Apparently not. That was a Sonic 3 and Knuckles remix project that OC Remix did. That's really great. But actually, I don't think Red-Tailed Fox's remix was in that. I think it was more a standalone remix. I can't remember because maybe it was in there. I don't remember. Just looking here. Maybe it wasn't Project Chaos. I can't remember. But anyways, video games, they're pretty good, aren't they? Speaking of video games, there's AGDQ coming up. Are you all super excited for that? I am. Kind of. I mean, I am, but not as much as I thought I would be. I don't know, like, I've just been hearing all these stories about how they've been being weird in, like, the way they pick their games and stuff. Like for one thing, they accepted, and I mean, I'm not trying to hate on them or anything, because, like, everything that they do is absolutely fantastic, and, you know, I'm gonna donate again this year like I did last year, and super great. But, like, for example, they accepted a Super Mario 64 hack over the original Super Mario 64. And like, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Like, if they want to have them both, then great. But I mean, I don't know. I just kind of feel like the original should be prioritized before a hack. But maybe that's an unpopular opinion, I don't know. And there was something else that I remember thinking was a weird decision, but now I can't remember what it was. But I don't know. I mean, I'm still excited for it. Well, another thing, like, it's going on an entire week this time, and, like, wasn't it just Friday, Saturday, Sunday before? Like, I'm kind of disappointed in myself that I can't remember that, but I'm pretty sure it was just Friday, Saturday, Sunday, wasn't it? Like SGDQ 2015, and SGDQ was the first GDQ that I watched ever, so I don't know about the other ones, but I'm gonna go ahead and guess that since SGDQ 2015 was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that the other ones were as well. I could be wrong, I don't know, but I'm gonna make that assumption. And, like, having it all week kind of sucks for me because I'm gonna miss most of it because I don't really have the time to watch stuff on weekdays when I have school and, like, my other responsibilities and stuff. And, like, especially since I'm gonna be going to the gym for, like, 2 hours after school every day. That's not gonna, I mean, I'm gonna have homework, and then that's gonna be it. So I don't know. I'm gonna be able to watch it this Sunday, and then maybe some next Friday night, and then next Saturday. When I say next, I mean like a week from this one. Rebirth of Mars by Matt R and S Battle. All right. Time to take a drink. No, not an alcoholic drink. You crazy-minded person. I'm not quite of age to do that yet. I still have only 5 years, and then, ooh, fun really starts. You know what I mean? Like the alcoholic root beer. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So now we get to fight a boss. His name is I forget, but he is quite the menacing guy. Will we be able to beat him? Or does our journey end here forever? Who knows? I do. But I ain't telling you. So, how about them video games? I broke 100 hours in Valda's story. I'm not sure if that's something to be proud of or not. But, and actually, I started a Godslayer run that I'm probably not gonna finish, but I made it a lot farther than I thought I would, so I don't want to like spoil too much about it in case you might want to watch it. But I don't know. It's not. I have a lot to say about it, and I don't want to like say everything now because it's like infinitely unrelated to this video. But yeah, Chillhoof, you know. I think at first I had trouble spotting him because he looks oddly like all the other guys. But we killed him and we didn't die. So yeah. Now we get to run around and get all the goodies. By which I mean the 3 parts of his the guy's journal or whatever. But you know, like I keep thinking I want to speedrun a game, but like I really want to, but I don't have the time to. I mean, right now I guess I would have the time to if I really got like really committed to it and like put off my other hobbies. But like during school, like during normal weeks when I'm going to school Monday through Friday, and you know, once I start going to the gym for a couple hours a day, like I just wouldn't have time to make speedrunning a viable thing. And like not only that, but even if I did, like as much as I hate to say it, I know my habits, and I know that I tend to not be able to stick with games for super long periods of time. Now that trend has been broken with like Counter-Strike Global Offensive and somewhat with Valda's story. I mean, I have taken like, you know, a couple month-long breaks from it, but I've always came back to it eventually for a little bit. So I don't know. I mean, it's a really good game. Like it still is in my favorite game spot. And I don't know if they're gonna make Valda's story 2 or not, but man, that would just be incredible if they did. But I mean, yeah, I really like that game, and it's a really good game. And we're doing inventory management in Torchlight 2. Who would have guessed? But like, I don't know, I think the closest I'm going to get to speedrunning is doing like Goibnu runs in Valda Story eventually. Hey idiot, you didn't allocate your level up points. Gosh. Oh yeah, I think I read these out loud in the video. I think. Or actually, no, I didn't. I just read them to myself and like said that you could read them to yourselves if you wanted to, but I didn't figure anybody wanted to sit there for 3 minutes while I read aloud the whole thing. Next song. Oh man, Crash Man, Mega Man, Crash Man. Crash Test Dummy Man. Oh, that's awesome. By A Rival. Oh yeah. You know, it like if I was going to speedrun a game, like I don't think I will, but if I was going to, it would either be, well, it would probably be Sonic 3 and Knuckles, like I've been, you know, saying. Well, I don't know. I've had that idea in my mind for a long time to speedrun Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but I never got around to doing it, and I don't think I ever will. I mean, I'm not even sure if I'll be able to, but, well, it's in other words, it's not going to happen, but, I don't know. But, you know, the thing, like, that game has so many, like, game-breaking glitches that make you go faster. Like, I mean, not necessarily game-breaking. I mean, I guess it depends on how you define game-breaking. But, I mean, like, there are so many level wraps and, like, slope glitch executions and just all these weird things that it's like 99% of the run is just executing glitches. Like, and I'm talking about any percent. Like, I don't know, I feel like with any percent, like, you never actually play the game. You just execute glitches the whole time. You know, like, there's, like, I mean, Angel Island, generally, you play through that, but, like, beyond that, like, 99% of the game is just, you know, jumping up and executing a level wrap to just wrap around to the end of the level, or, you know, doing the weird, like, slope glitch thing where you, like, have no gravity and you can, like, go through walls or whatever, but, and it's like you never really play the game for what it is, and, like, it's really, really, really cool to watch, but if I was gonna speedrun a game, I would want to, like, actually play it, you know, like, I would want to actually get really good at the game enough to play it. Like take Super Mario 64 speedruns, for example, or Super Metroid speedruns, for example. Those don't have huge quantities of game-breaking glitches that you're just executing the whole run. And, you know, like, those are, like, those you have to be incredibly skilled at the game to be able to pull them off. And you have to, like, pull off just, like, killer executions and, like, all these strats, and you have to be so good at the game. But, like, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you just have to be, like, and I'm not, you know, saying any of the runners are this way, because I'm sure it's not the case, but I sort of feel like you could speedrun Sonic 3 and Knuckles and be terrible at the game. As long as you can execute the glitches well, you could get a very good time. You know, I'm not saying you could get, like, world record or something, but you could get a very, very, like, I don't know, maybe even top 10 time or something, even though you're not good at the game, but you can execute the glitches very well. And I could be completely wrong. I could be 100% wrong, but that's just the kind of the impression I got from watching some runs. And hey, let's see, Save Me by SGX. I have heard this before, and I have downloaded it, and I like it quite a lot. This is a very good remix. And you know, it's good music. And sorry if random rants that don't pertain to the game aren't your thing, but I am having trouble. Like, I feel like if I didn't just rant about random things, I would have difficulties thinking about stuff to talk about. But, you know, stuff. Hang on, just adjusting. Just adjusting stuff, don't mind me. Want that open, want that open. Alright, there we go. Adjust this text file, sticky note, I mean, so that I can write down more stuff. And, so anyways, what I was getting at was that if I was gonna speedrun Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I would want to do a glitchless category, probably, because then, like, you have, like, then you actually play the levels, and you have to, like, I mean, I think you get what I'm saying. Like, you have to, like, be very good at going through all the levels and, like, you know, going through all the obstacles and everything. It's not just do this glitch, do this glitch, do this glitch, do this glitch, win the game, you know? And like, again, I don't have any less respect for the people that run that, like, run that category, because I'm sure the glitches are very, very hard to pull off. And, like, I'm not saying that the people that do that aren't skilled, because I'm sure their skill is just unbelievable. Well, I mean, it is just watching their runs. They have insane skill. But all I'm saying is that it's not necessarily the same kind of skill that you would have if you were running a glitchless category. Does that make sense? Like, it's an incredibly huge amount of skill, but not the same kind of skill that you would have if you were running a glitchless category. Like, it's not the same type. It's like it's of a very high quality, but it's not the same type of skill. So anyways, yeah, I would, if I was gonna run that game, I would want to do a glitchless category. And the reason I would want to run it is because, I mean, it was the game that I grew up with, like with my brother. Like, we grew up with all the classic Genesis games, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles was a big one of those. And oh, actually, now that I think about it, I believe after this area is when I would decide to cut off the video. So I suppose I will continue with that rant next video, which will be the same session for me. But, oh, by the way, right now I believe what I'm looking for is, because if you noticed, I picked up that, like, big green potion thing and I put it in a bucket, and then a skeleton spawned and I killed it and I got a whole bunch of money, and I was looking around for more green potions to see if, you know, maybe there were any, but there weren't. Or at least, there might have been, and I just didn't see them. I don't know, but not really sure what I'm doing now, just kind of stalling out, but sorry about those awkward pauses. I'm taking a drink in those awkward pauses. It's not like I'm just sitting here doing nothing, so don't worry. My brain doesn't explode. At least I would be in pretty sad shape if it did. But come on, me, go up. The stairs are there for you, me. Yeah, hey, I figured out how to use stairs. Dude, I should definitely not do that. I was just about to sing, and that is the last thing I should be doing. This song is very catchy. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, because this is where I'm going to cut off the video. Okay, thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.